Well there, Jacko, and thanks to you viewers for joining us as we look ahead to tomorrow's fourth round of the FA Cup game at Blundell Park in Cleethorpes, where Grimsby take on Wolves at the fourth round. Do you think we'll see many changes from Wednesday night then, Jacko?
I reckon so, yeah. Although that said, we still know that Huang's out at the moment, but Rodrigo Gomez had a bit of I think Masson had a bit of a bad game, but Rodrigo Gomez seems to be having a quite a good spell at the moment. But even against Forest, this week he had a bad game, which is unusual. So I don't think there'll be too many changes, if I'm honest. But I don't know, is it Angel or Angel?
Angel
Gomez.
It's Angel because he's English. If he was Portugal or somewhere, they might call him Angel or somewhere. But yeah, he's British. He's Mancunian, isn't he? So we'll call him Angel.
So I don't think there'll be too many changes, to be perfectly honest. He'll probably give him a go. I mean, it's Grimsby,
But don't forget, Grimsby have knocked Man United at the Carabao Cup this season, haven't they? They'll be right up for it.
They will be right up for it. Yeah,
and in the previous round, don't forget also that the holders, Crystal Palace, got knocked out. In a bit of an upset, so Grimsby will be right up for it.
They will.
And I'm sure they would have watched Wolves against Forest, wouldn't they?
Yeah, with a gleeful heart, that's for sure. But you know what? Hopefully they'll, Wolves will step up a bit, like us. the way they played against Nottingham Forest. It's going to be one of the poorest, if not the poorest, this season. It was absolutely terrible. So
this season and many other seasons. I know the result, could have been worse. We got a point, and we might have snatched it at the death. But really, that was not a very good performance, to put it mildly. And Grimsby would have watched that, and they would have took heart, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But on Wednesday night, our man of the match was our goalie, Jose Sarr.
Definitely.
Do you think he'll play tomorrow, or do you think we'll do what we've done so far this season, give the regular goalkeeper a rest, and then put the other goalkeeper in the game?
For me, there's nothing else to play for this season other than a bit more pride, and obviously with the cup coming up tomorrow. So for me, we might as well then just put the same 11 out there, keep all of them, and let them play for.
So you wouldn't play Sam Johnston?
No, I'll keep Sarr in, definitely. Do you know what I mean? I know we made a couple of clumsy mistakes against Forest, but as you say, he was man of the match. And probably not far behind him. It was probably Talou and Joao Gomez. But keep the same 11, get them a bit of pride, get them past tomorrow, and then see where we go from there. We all know now that we're going to be relegated from the Premier League, and we'll see what we get on. But I was optimistic against Forest, as you're aware. I thought you went for 2 each, and I went for 2-1.
Yeah.
Brazil, as he's always on, more than likely wrong, but again, hoping, even though Grim's going to be up for it, but I reckon we'll 2-0. I reckon tomorrow.
I think the manager, he's got to respect the cup, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to respect the fans as well.
Yeah.
He can't make too many changes. Maybe Pedro Lima might come in. But Adam Armstrong, they say that he's out of his depth in the Premier. Well, the cup.
He is,
But if it's at his level, because we need a good cup run, don't we? We had something to cheer about on the 10th of January. We stuffed Shrewsbury 6-1. So I think he's got to respect our opponents, respect the cup, respect the fans, and give us a good cup run. We're going down. We've got to try and avoid that unwanted record of 11 points. So
I think that's what it is, really. I mean, when we played Shrewsbury at our place, even though our home games haven't been much to be decided anyway, but it just goes to show that we are above that level at the minute. However, that's saying that Grimsby are, which division are they in?
I think they're League Two. I think they're Shrewsbury, but they're on a good run, and I think they're getting themselves into. At the moment, we're several divisions apart, but if they get promoted, and we're obviously going to get demoted, we'll only be one division.
I think based on the way we played against Forest, it's almost inevitable that it's either going to be a draw after 90 minutes, or they're going to beat us by a good 2 or 3-1 maybe, or even nil. Do you know what I mean? But surely, Corny, we cannot be as bad as what we played at Forest. It was almost laughable.
Well, this is Wolves, but we hope not. We hope not.
Do you know what got me? I've seen this clip now at times now on social media where 5 Forest attackers were on one of our defenders. defenders, and all by the sky.
Well, when we were there at the
awful.
time, I pointed out to you that's 5 against 1, isn't
That's
it?
5 against 1, yeah,
That's a
exactly,
club kick.
exactly. But it was just, it was that bad, But I think we've got to have some pride, and surely to God, the board and the manager are going to know this, and let's go all out and see what we can get from the FA Cup, because we're going to get nothing else. And unfortunately, I think if we do get beat and definitely hammered tomorrow, then would it be? Do you think they'll get rid of Edwards before the end of the season?
Well,
and put a caretaker in
we'll say we lost against Grimsby, and then we kept continued losing every week. Even though Edwards was brought here, we getting us promoted back to the Premier.
Yeah.
They might have to rethink that. If we got beat tomorrow, and then just kept losing and losing. Because next game's Arsenal in the week, innit?
Oh, Lord.
Should be at that one. Arsenal. I know in upcoming weeks we've got Villa and Liverpool. We really need a win tomorrow. Otherwise, he's going to come under some heavy pressure. I'm feeling quite optimistic or hopeful. This is Wolves, but I'm hopeful that we will win.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping we'll win. I mean, as nice as guys he is, he's not Premier League standard manager. He proved that when he was with Luton. I know it sold some Wolves fans, done die-hard Wolves fans saying, yeah, great, get a homeboy coming in and doing what he has. But for me, our performances have been worse than when Vitor Pereira was here. We're absolutely no better off. And fair play to Forest now. They've got a ball Vitor Pereira, and let's see what that they go. They brought Nuno in, and they were starting to fly, and then all of a sudden they sacked him, and that's where they're going. But with Wolves now, I think it's a case of if we are real bad tomorrow and we get beat badly, then it's time for Edwards to go. Bring a caretaker manager in, and then see what it is. This to me now is our pre-season now for next. Without a doubt, but let's have a nice cork run and at least get the players a bit more confidence, because their confidence has got to be shot. It's got to be. Anybody else will doubt, but I sometimes think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I sometimes think that there's some kind of unrest in the changing rooms too about it. I'd like to think not, but it was just that the heads just seemed to be down. The first 5 minutes against Forest, you could see they were back passing, they were playing from the back. We can't play from the back. We were terrible. And I just couldn't understand it. I really couldn't. But we picked up the game after that, but not by a large margin. And not by a large margin at all. So as you say, let's see what we can do tomorrow, and really put up a performance and give the pride back to Wolves fans. And I think it was just under 3,000 with fans that were there. Absolutely. Give us a bit of joy.
So we're expecting a win and then a nice home draw. But thanks for joining us, Jacko.
All the best.
Up the Wolves. Thank you.